好，咁跟住咧就到第62課嘅下一個主菜啦，就係 chromatography 色層法。咁咧，如果你之前學咗另外嗰兩條片嘅咧，嗰啲 separation 嘅方法咧，就係一啲比較你會覺得好似好粗略嘅一啲嘅 separation 嚟嘅，即係一定要好符合一啲好指定嘅條件，即係又要一個溶喺水，一個又溶喺油啊，又或者一個咧又要係固體，一個係液體啊，咁你先可以 separate 到佢哋。咁的確係㗎，即係之前學嘅嗰啲方法咧，即係 liquid extraction 咧，已經叫做比較有啲即係比較 advanced 少少嘅嘢都可以 separate 得到。但係更加 advanced 嘅咧，譬如我哋講一個例子啊，如果我想將兩個唔同嘅 amino acid 分離開，喂，咁唔掂喎，即係以上所有方法都唔得㗎喎，因為兩個 amino acid，喂，佢哋可能 boiling point 啊、solubility 啊，然後佢哋嗰個 acidity 啊，全部嘢都好接近㗎嘛，咁你點樣分到佢哋咧？咁呢個時候咧就要靠一種幾乎係萬能嘅方法啦，就係 chromatography 啊。OK， 嗱咁先講咗咩叫 chromatography 先啦。所有 chromatography 嘅方法咧，都一定係包含咗兩樣嘢嘅。一樣嘢咧叫 stationary phase， 一樣嘢咧就叫 mobile phase。咁就咁睇個名都明㗎啦。stationary phase 咧即係佢唔喐嘅 ，mobile phase 即係佢喐㗎啦。咁但係即係有一個 stationary phase， 一個 mobile phase， 咁又點咧？嗱，嗰啲物質咧就會吸附喺個 stationary phase 嗰度嘅。咁咧，然後咧嗰啲嘅mobile phase 咧就會係吸引嗰一個物質咧向前或者向下、上下左右咁樣去行。咁咧，因為嗰個 stationary phase 同埋個mobile phase 咧，佢哋對於個物質咧有唔同程度嘅吸引力嘅。咁係啦。咁所以咧，佢哋咧就會有唔同物質咧就會俾個 mobile phase 帶動嘅速度咧有所快慢，從而去 separate 咗佢嘅。咁咧就咁講咧，你都係唔係好明㗎啦？相信都係咁總之咧，佢就係兩樣嘢一樣嘢咧就帶佢行得快啲，另一樣嘢就帶佢行得慢啲，咁咪可以分離咗佢哋咯，就係咁樣樣啦暫時知道咁樣樣先 ，OK。咁咧實際生活裏邊咧會比較多我哋會學嘅 chromatography 咧，其實反而係咧唔教嘅呢三個因為唔教嘅呢三個即係 GC LC 同埋 HPLC 咧，因為係儀器嚟嘅。儀器先做得到嘅，咁所以咧，即係而家大部分嗰啲 testing lab 裏邊嘅一定係有用到 GC、LC 或者 HPLC 呢啲咁嘅嘢噶啦。咁但係咧，我哋咧因為喺中學階段啦，我哋咧就學三個咧，其實就比較少係真係 testing 去用嘅，就比較多喺 research level 去用嘅。因為點解咧？用儀器咧冇錯係好，但係咧往往用儀器咧，你要花費嘅金錢花費嘅精力咧都係會比較多嘅。用呢啲咧就比較簡單啲，同埋隨手黏來嘅。咁咧就我哋syllabus 裏邊學嘅三個 chromatography 咧，一個咧就 PC， 即係 paper chromatography， 一個咧就叫 TLC， 即係 thin layer chromatography， 一個咧就叫 CC， 即係 column chromatography。咁你知道暫時知道有呢三樣就得㗎啦。咁我咧就逐個講下呢三種 chromatography 係乜啦。咁首先講 PC 啦，啱啱講咗啦，每逢 chromatography 咧都一定要知道咧佢係咩係 stationary phase， 咩係 mobile phase。喺 PC 入邊咧 stationary phase 咧就係呢個 filter paper 啦。filter paper 嘅啫，超級簡單。filter paper。mobile phase 係乜咧？就一種疏粉。咁嗰種疏粉係乜咧？就取決於我哋想去 separate 嘅嗰樣嘢究竟係啲乜嘢嘢究竟係啲乜嘢嘢？咁好啦，我哋會個步驟係點嘅咧？譬如咧，我哋有用一個顏料將嗰滴顏料咧就滴咗喺呢個位顏料滴咗喺呢一個位。咁點樣樣咧？當我哋將呢張 filter paper 放去入邊嘅時候咧，咁呢度有一張有啲疏粉嘅，咁嗰啲疏粉咧就會隨住嗰張嘅 filter paper 咧向上走嘅。OK， 隨住嗰啲 filter paper 向上走嘅時候咧，咁掂啦，因為咧嗰啲嘅物料咧，佢有啲咧會比較中意停留喺張紙上邊，有啲咧就比較中意咧跟住個疏粉咧係向上行噶嘛。咁所以咧唔同嘅顏料咧就有唔同嘅快慢向上行咁所以咧就會最終達至到咧佢哋咧會有唔同程度嘅 separation， 即係譬如個黑色物料裏邊有紅橙黃綠青藍紫嘅，原來紅色跑得最快嘅，紫色係跑得最慢嘅，咁你咪可以透過呢張紙裏邊咧將紅橙黃綠青藍紫咁樣分開咗佢咯，咁就係咁簡單嘅啫。OK， 咁呢度咧就有即係呢個係一幅圖啦，咁然後就係啦。即係如果嗰一個 component 係 more soluble 喺嗰個 developing solvent， 嘅話咧，咁佢就應該會行得快啲，係嘛？因為佢會跟住個 solvent 向上行啊嘛。但係如果個 component 咧係 more soluble in the water on the paper fibre 啦，就唔係會吸住張紙啊，係因為咧嗰啲紙嘅纖維入邊咧係會 trap 住咗啲水嘅，咁嗰啲水啦就會對嗰個嘅 substance 咧係有個吸引力嘅。咁呢個咧就係 paper chromatography 嘅原理啦。嗱，咁就咁講咧有啲難理解嘅，所以睇一睇片先。好嗱，咁呢個實驗咧，我哋遲啲都會做嘅，超級簡單嘅啫，就咁將啲油墨咧就滴落去嗰張紙上邊，跟住咧就放喺啲水入邊咧，你就會見到佢咧分咗唔同顏色出嚟噶啦。咁我哋睇睇片啦。
Cut a piece of filter paper to a rectangular shape 4 centimeters by 15 centimeters. At about 1 centimeter from the bottom of the paper, mark a baseline horizontally with an HB pencil. Immerse one end of a capillary tube in the black ink, then take it out. Spot the ink at the central position on the baseline. Be careful that the ink spot does not grow too large.
嗱，咁佢咧話唔好等個油墨嗰點咧太大點，咁點解咧？因為佢一路向上爬嘅時候咧，嗰啲點咧係會慢慢拖㗎。即係如果你滴得太大點嘅話咧，佢就會唔分得唔明顯啊，兩種唔同顏色嘅油墨啊。因為黑色嘅油墨裏邊咧，佢係有唔同顏色嘅。
Allow the ink spot to dry. Pour the ethanol water mixture into a 250 cubic centimeter beaker to a depth of not more than 0.5 centimeters. 係啦，咁點解會係要用 ethanol 同埋水咧？因為咧有一啲嘅顏料咧，佢係唔溶喺水嘅，你一定要加少少嘅 organic solvent 俾佢咧，佢先可以向上爬得到嘅。咁係啦，咁所以咧我哋係要 adjust 嗰個水啦同埋 ethanol 個比例咧，從而令到佢喺個油墨裏邊嘅唔同顏色嘅顏料咧，得到一個最大嘅 separation 咧，去幫我哋咧分離開兩樣唔同嘅東西。OK。 Fold the filter paper in the way as shown. Using a glass rod, hang the spotted paper in the beaker. Make sure the ethanol water mixture does not touch the spot. Wrap the beaker with a piece of polythene film. When the solvent has moved to about 10 to 13 centimeters from the bottom of the paper, remove the filter paper from the beaker. Mark a line on the filter paper with an HB pencil to show the distance to which the solvent has travelled.
嗱，咁我哋會叫咧個終點嗰個位咧個名咧叫 solvent front 啊 ，solvent front。咁咧一開始嗰個點咧我哋叫 baseline 啦嚇。咁咧就係啦，咁你會見到啦嚇，黑色嘅油墨中間原來咧嗱有少少紅紅地啦、黃黃地啦、粉藍啦、紫色啦，係嘛？已經有4種顏色啦。
When the filter paper is dry, circle each of the spots on the filter paper. Based on the observations, point out the different colours present in the black ink. Measure the distance travelled by the solvent from the baseline and measure the distance travelled by each spot from the baseline.
係啦，咁啱啱講嗰個嘅距離嘅比例咧，就會有個名俾佢嘅。嗱，咁嗰個名叫咩名咧？嗰個名咧，我哋咧就喺下邊嗰度就教噶啦。嗰個名咧叫 RF value 啊 ，RF value 就咩意思咧？譬如嗱，嗰粒點咧，如果行到去咁高，咁咧然後咧原來個 solvent front 咧就會行到咁多嘅喎。咁咧個 RF value 咧就係5.2除以7.5啦，就係咁嘅啫啊。咁你兩個數字相除，咁應該係即係一個細過1嘅數啦，因為佢唔會跑得快過solvent噶嘛，正常啊。咁呢個就係 RF value 啦。咁啱啱嗰個方法咧就叫 paper chromatography 啊。OK， 咁呢個係第一個我哋要識嘅 chromatography 嘅方法啦，係咪好簡單？好啦，第二個我哋要識嘅 chromatography 方法咧係咩咧？咁咧就係叫 TLC 嚇。咁 TLC 個名叫 thin layer chromatography 啦。咁但係其實個原理同 PC 係一模一樣嘅。唯一嘅唔同係咩咧？大家一望呢度就知啦。唯一嘅唔同咧就係個 stationary phase 咧，佢唔係用 filter paper 啦，佢用一啲其他嘅物料。咁通常咧就係 silicon dioxide 或者 aluminium oxide 呢兩樣嘢啊。咁比較 common 啲嘅名咧就係 silica 或者 alumina 嚇呢兩樣嘢，佢哋個 common name 係呢兩個啦嚇。咁咧呢啲咁樣嘅嘢咧係一啲白色嘅 gel 嚟嘅，咁咧嗰啲白色嘅 gel 咧就會放咗喺個 aluminium 嘅一塊金屬片上邊嘅嚇。咁你會問啦，點解要用 silica 或者用 alumina 咧？其實個原因好簡單嘅啫，因為 paper 咧佢嘅 stationary phase 咧做到嘅 separation 效果咧唔好。因為咧，我哋希望咧，唔單止係個 solvent 對佢有吸引力，我哋希望咧個 stationary phase 咧 都會對佢有吸引力嘅嚇，從而咧令到嗰個東西咧 absorb 喺上邊啦 ，absorb 啊 ABSORB 呢個係吸附嘅意思啊，吸附嘅意思。咁咧，如果嗰個 substance 咧吸附咗喺個 stationary phase 上邊咧，如果佢哋中間嘅吸引力咧係比較好嘅話咧，咁個 separation 就可以做得更加明顯，就唔會拖啊，又唔會剩啦嚇。咁所以咧就用呢兩種材料。梳粉咧基本上咧都係同啱啱講嘅原理一樣。如果你明白咧，你就知啦。個梳粉係會校嘅，次次都唔同嘅，唔同物質都唔同嘅，係嘛？咁咧對比起PC 嚟講 ，TLC 有咩好處啊？佢可以 run 得快啲嘅，因為咧好多嘢咧佢唔溶喺張，即係佢其實就唔，即係佢對於佢可能黐咗喺張紙上面咧，佢就走唔甩出嚟㗎啦。係有啲嘢東西，即係你等於你係有啲油墨滴咗落件衫度，你洗唔甩啫嘛，係嘛？咁對於張紙都有咁嘅效果㗎，係嘛？如果咁容易洗得甩張紙上邊嘅油墨啊，咁就唔會有出現要塗改液啊又剩啦，係嘛？咁咧佢TLC 咧就唔同啦 ，TLC 咧因為咧嗰個上邊嘅 silica gel 咧個吸附嘅能力咧，一方面佢可以提供到 separation， 另一方面咧佢又唔會扯到佢太勁黐到實咗啊，咁所以呢個係佢好處嘅，快啲。第二咧就係啦，佢可以用比較少嘅 sample 啦。咁個原因係乜嘢咧？因為即係佢個材料特別咧，佢可以令到咧你點入去嘅嗰一點咧比較 remain 喺中間嗰個位置嗰度嘅。咁所以啦，我哋如果有一啲比較好嘅材料，我就可以點咧？我哋就可以 compare 個 RF value 咧 with 呢個 literature 嘅 value 嚇，比較佢啊。譬如原來喺呢個梳粉底下咧，咖啡因佢就會個 RF value 係0.6嘅。咁我下一次咧又係做一個大約都係0.6嘅，咁我咪知好有可能係咖啡因喎。如果唔係0.6喎，咁肯定唔係咖啡因啦，係嘛？又或者咧，我哋咧可以用呢個overlapping spot 啊。咁 overlapping spot 咧係咩咧？我哋做題目嘅再講啊。簡單啲咁講啦，如果你有一樣嘢係 A，有一樣嘢係 B，如果我中間點一點咧係 A 加 B，咁我咧大約出嚟嘅結果咧，我咧就可以咧睇到咧，如果我見到 A 嗰兩點咧係咁樣樣嘅。B 嗰兩點係咁樣樣嘅，咁我咪知佢哋唔係同一樣嘢咯，係嘛？如果佢同一樣嘢又點啊？佢應該會有3點係一模一樣嘅嘢咁樣出現嘅啫，大約嗰個原理就係咁樣樣噶啦。咁就係咁樣樣啦。咁或者我哋睇睇條片先啦。好嗱，咁呢條片咧，佢嗰個入邊嗰個人咧就嘗試去睇下某一種嘅東西咧，究竟佢係屬於另外嗰5種藥物嘅邊種藥物嚇？唔知5種定4種啦。咁你睇一睇佢點做咯喎。
I'm going to very lightly put 5 dots evenly spaced out at the 1 centimeter mark using a pencil, which is where I will spot the unknown and the 4 reference compounds. To spot the unknown, I will take a few milligrams and throw it in a test tube.
嗱，咁呢個係 unknown compound 嚟嘅。
Then add approximately 1 milliliter of 1:1 dichloromethane to ethanol to dissolve it.
咁佢用2種梳粉啦，dichloromethane 同埋 ethanol。
And collect some of the diluted compound. And then lightly and quickly spot it on a TLC plate, making sure the spot is as small as possible.
嗱，記住啦，第一點咧係個sample 嚟嘅。
For the acetylsalicylic acid solution, for the caffeine solution, and for the salicylamide solution.
咁4種常見嘅藥物啦。
Put the TLC plate upright in the chamber. It is very important the solvent line is below the TLC spots. Otherwise, the spots will dissolve in the entire solvent and mix with each other. It is also important to try to lower the TLC plate and the solvent as evenly as possible, so the solvent line does not skew as it travels upward. In this case, the solvent line is a little skewed on the right side, so I would expect at least this last spot will be somewhat shifted to the left relative to its starting position. After about 5 minutes, when the solvent front reaches near the top of the plate, I will take it out and mark exactly where the solvent front stopped. Then I will use a UV light, specifically the short-wave UV wavelength at 254 nanometers, to visualize where the spots ended up.
好啦，嗱呢一個咧就要講啦。啱啱咧我第一個我哋講 PC 咧就係用有顏色嘅材料嘛，但係現實生活裏邊咧大部分咧我哋即係接觸到嘅無論係藥物或者成咧，其實佢係冇顏色嘅。咁我哋可以點樣知道佢行幾遠咧？第一個方法佢就講咗啦，就用 UV light。點解用 UV light 可以咧？因為咧好多時候藥物咧佢會帶一個 benzene ring 嘅。 benzene ring 有一個好獨特嘅地方，就係佢嘅吸收咧係比起一般我哋有顏色嘅東西咧，佢嘅吸收得比較多嘅。咁佢會吸收一個比較高能量嘅一個光線，咁所以咧 UV light 當佢射入去嘅時候咧，你會見到呢一度咧顯咗一點黑色嘢出嚟咧，就係因為佢吸收到個 UV light 啊嚇。咁所以咧，我哋咧呢一個咧就係常用嘅方法咧，去顯示一啲帶有 benzene ring 嘅 substance 咧，究竟佢嗰個位置喺邊度啊 ？OK。
We'll lightly trace the spots with a pencil.
嗱，咁你睇個結果都好明顯知道
RF values.
係第二個啦嚇。
Well, in this particular solvent, the unknown traveled 1.7 centimeters. The solvent traveled 4.0 centimeters. So the unknown had an RF value of 0.43, which was identical to the spot right next to it, which was acetaminophen.
係啦。嗱，咁佢咧就講咗我啱啱講噶啦。如果佢冇顏色嘅話咧，咁我哋可以點咧？冇顏色咧，我哋就要用 UV light 咧去睇下佢會唔會出現啦。咁啊，佢會出現熒光嘅，呢個字解熒光啊。不過你知道下呢個字就得噶啦啊。咁如果咧有一啲嘢咧，除咗可以用 UV light 之外，仲可以用咩方法去 visualize 佢咧？就係用一個 iodine 嘅 vapor 咧，因為 iodine 嘅 vapor 咧，佢會比較容易吸附喺一啲 substance 上面嘅。咁佢吸附咗喺上面咧，佢就會顯咗有少少深啡色咁樣嘅顏色喺入邊啊，iodine 嗰啲 vapor 落咗去之後。咁呢兩個都係一啲方法咧，佢可以 visualize 到喺 TLC 上邊嘅 substance 咧，究竟佢行到幾遠啦？嗱，咁呢條片就講到去呢度先，因為咧都長啦，OK。